Hello there. What's going on, y'all? It's TJ, the Space Ace here, and you already see what's going on. We're right back into the darkness, silence. That is NieR Replicant. And I'm here to bring noise. How we doing today, y'all? Hope y'all doing well out there, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you already see what's going on. We are back with none other than NieR Replicant version. So right off the bat, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what happened. I did some off-screen activity, you know what I'm saying? I had to get stronger. I have to be like the next shining protagonist. I have to become the next best shade killer of all time. That is, unless I turn into a shade myself, and I'll have to become the greatest shade of all time. It goes hand in hand. I had to devise a list because it was quite a lot. I did accomplish quite a bit off screen, so you know, in short, have my notes here, you know what I'm saying? Let's see here. I struck a rich a few times. I gained use of the sand spout shortcuts. I led someone's son back home.
And I shall smite you with unholy magic.
I fished in the desert.
What?
Caught a bucket.
That's a sin too, don't you see?
Bought a new weapon. And get this, didn't go broke.
Oh, excellent.
So yeah, there's like a couple other quests as well, but they're obviously knowing NieR as a whole and how things pan out in its entirety in terms of questing, in terms of the story. Obviously some of them took a dark turn. Like one of them, this old man was looking for his dog, and then when I had found the dog obviously had passed, and then the dog had an herb that he was trying to get back to the old man because it was part of his medicine. And then when we got back, someone else was there, and then when we talked to him, he said that the grandfather had passed. So it was, you know, 50-50, you know what I'm saying? It was hit or miss. It was bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, we're gonna hop straight into it. So I hope all of y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are still reaching for your dreams, goals, and aspirations, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, as a YouTuber, I have to start asking for the likes and subscribes. So with that being said, please like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the content, it would do me a lot of favors. I'm not the type of person that likes to, you know, basically beg for stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying, it's part of the game. Time to play the game. You get the gist of what's going on. Drink your water, man. Y'all be playing like some of y'all are just really never mind. But without further ado, let's get back into orbit with it. So I forgot that I was back in Facade when I had stopped playing. So still, you know what I'm saying, I mean, y'all can just go back and watch the old episode, you know what I'm saying. But basically we went to Mirage. We had to find the prince. Yeah, that pretty much wraps up the majority of what had gone on. You see, I turned on the health bars, you know what I'm saying. I just don't get it. I thought goats sees real goats. coach, you know what I'm saying? She scared the crap out of me. But yeah, that's all that happened last time. We went to Mirage. We got the prince back. Obviously Mirage is a place of many rules, and many rules is an understatement, so we had to go there in their stead to go save the prince, which we did. And that also, like I said, gave us usage of the sand spout shortcuts and whatnot in the desert, so that helps out a lot, because there isn't, at least for right now, there is no fast travel in the game, so it's pretty tough. So right now we are making our way to the library. And
poor girl.
I know you're talking about my sister. Thanks, man. You got $5. But nah, like I said, we're heading here to go talk with Popola, and hopefully we also had a weird dream about the Forest of Myth. So I'm pretty sure this episode we will be heading there, but for right now, we haven't been to the library in a minute. Haven't been here in a minute. Hope Popola's okay. What's good? Okay. What's going on?
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
What was it about? Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be dream able to get your what I knew it was a me problem, because what is this sentence structure going on? What is this? This man need to take English 1 all over again. I was hoping I might be dream able to get your advice dream on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream evil, dream empty dream curse, dream evil, dream words, dream and okay.
Certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
I'm saying, and you know, that's no small feat coming from Vice, considering he's a book.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
I see.
The Forest of Myth?
Yeah.
Usually
Remember
a
that?
and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
As we always do.
But
Listen. I haven't had to have to, you know what I'm saying? I haven't had to say this in a long time, but sometimes you just have to give people a refresher, you know what I'm saying? 1,000 years ago,
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
supposedly.
oh, well, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Stop worrying so much, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm level 13 now. You see the G's that I have under me? I haven't even shown y'all my weapon yet, called the Beast Bane. For the time being, it's about as best I can get, so we about to see what kind of damage it can do. Shades are still running rapid. Order! Family on family crime. Family on family crime. I ain't had no. Look at these shades, dude. No way. This would be a good time to show off my weapon, but I'm about to go to this. I'm not wasting my time on you little shades. See a guy over there. See a person over there.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
That's what I say every time I see Kai. I mean, so if it's just as peaceful as his music playing, then this is gonna be good. I'm just gonna save just in case. But we finally made it to the Forest of Myth. It's beautiful here, real serene. Looks like we have a quest here.
Beware,
Oh, you're the mayor?
beware the words.
What words?
Words? What do you mean?
You talking about curse words?
Contagious words.
Hmm?
Those who dream.
Excuse me?
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Okay, I guess so. You're taking up the whole text bar right now. In fact, you're filling up half of the screen. Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
Hey, take it up with the narrator. I'm just reading what he said. The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Might as well.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at TJ and Vice.
You can speak to me.
You're speaking English. I know English, so I don't know what's the problem.
I must have caught you in my dream.
Your dream?
So were you the voice in my head when I was having that dream back at the house? In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. Wow, so this just sounds like if Madara made a disease made for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Madara basically had the same plan. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. It also sounds like Quiet in Metal Gear Solid 5. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Yes, I think you have.
What is this narration?
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Why is he reading it off like it's a book? Before the mayor could confirm TJ's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
Gee, I guess not, Vice.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
Fool! The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who TJ had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream.
Said the mayor.
A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Yo, why the game just go into rest mode? TJ and Vice racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations. That's how I feel at work a lot of times. Leave me alone, I'm trying to work.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
Grim! The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. You bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Easy.
Demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Vice looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heaven. So basically, Vice looking like this right now. He looking flat.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
I don't listen. The anger created by his harsh words bled over to TJ like a contagion. So I'm angry now? Wait, said TJ suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or what the was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. What, yo? The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, TJ's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream, that's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at TJ. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. I got him. I got him. Vice immediately fired back. Bah! I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snacking off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? Chinese hitting. An exit. I know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful. He said to no one in particular, but he's talking to us though. And it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. TJ nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second, I did not. Look, if we can be of any help, said TJ, just ask. Now, hold on, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Vice. The grimoire looked from TJ to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. What is this right now, y'all? Grimoire Vice's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet, you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my God, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Vice, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of TJ and Vice. We are all counting on you. As TJ slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? TJ's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now felt small trails of blood on everything he touched. Whoa! Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor travel companion. What else is new? He was probably talking trash the whole way, and unhindered by either terrain or physical effort. He spent most of his time urging TJ to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Man, I don't want to hear nothing from you, dude. You got legs? Do they get sore? Shut up. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, TJ snapped. I would too. Okay, Vice, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk, I'm saying. TJ leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the notch from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Oh geez. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared at a volume that rattled his teeth. My goodness. This is King Kong all over again. TJ slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Vice! What's going on? TJ could see Vice's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. Insects screamed. The forest howled. And then, just as TJ's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods.
Three, 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 three. Shuck, shuck.
Okay.
Chick, 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 chick.
Woo, woo, mama. Woo, 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 mama.
Shake, 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 shake.
As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, TJ began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? I have no idea. Buy my pages. Is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal. Nah, for real, can I choose? The answer is a seesaw. Yeah, I mean, I was about to ask this, but a seesaw does sound like it's about right. Well, let's think about it from a secret standpoint. So, 1 with it is lacking. Actually, 1 with it is ideal because you would want to keep the secret to yourself in the first place. So, I'm gonna just go with seesaw. Something that's ideal with 2 people, but dangerous with 3. Oh, it's a seesaw! Vice's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Boy, this has turned into straight narration TJ time, huh?
Reen, reen, wah. Reen, reen, wah. Sick, sick, sick. Sick, sick, sick.
When TJ came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of the insects were creating words he had heard somewhere before. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? It's repeating itself. Then was I wrong? How should I know? Vice's mouth flew. What in the world is going on? There's only 1 left. Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, TJ sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. For real? It's a secret. Right? The sounding insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before TJ like a rippling wave, opening a new path. At least there wasn't no repercussions for getting the answers wrong, I guess. 3 forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, TJ moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest had accepted us, huh? Said TJ after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. This man said, let me leave Vice alone. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pets you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, TJ picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. Oh, that's sweet. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together. Alright, I'm gonna check Audacity real quick, because if I'm doing all this and it's not recording, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Okay, it's recording, y'all. I entered through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, moonlight? Sunlight?
Yes!
Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. TJ grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right. After all, this one is pretty easy. I entered through the window. Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. Taste the rainbow. A Skittles ad. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, Crede tied, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I was reading it as Vice. I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? TJ walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from the neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by a mist. This is email? Began TJ, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at night, but in the night with 3, when am I? 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but in the night with 3. Okay, let's see what the options are. TJ tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said TJ. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon. Okay. 4 legs in the morning. Yeah, a man, because of a baby. 2 at noon, because I grow up and I become bipedal. And then as an old man, I get that cane. Walking with 3. I am a man. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity, so it was not... You're the mayor! Cried TJ. The small man slowly shook his head. I thought it was email. I am not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version you do that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Anybody could have done that. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As TJ watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the college, erasing it from existence. When TJ and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped TJ's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge it from the socket. Dang. While his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. God dang, he about to kill us. Gah, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. TJ withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as TJ filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. TJ cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. I don't know who's saying this right now. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? This sounds like Vice. Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility in self. TJ and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Vice, it is words that control the death dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have ever felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year, god dang. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from the dream. TJ shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to sand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at TJ and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Good looks. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile across his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now, you shall return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree. He explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic, known as a sealed verse. Sweet. TJ and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a gold had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, TJ mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. TJ tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? I don't know who's saying this. Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. TJ gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
You're telling me that went on for a little minute too.
That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Dang. Obtain the sealed verse, obtain dark execution magic. Dark execution, summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charged, okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I know. Can I pick up my item though?
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's
A little bit.
almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
From the dream world.
Don't overthink it, Vice.
Oh, some berries. What we got? Antidotal. Weed. Loud pack. Are you okay?
This
Silence.
person must be dreaming too.
Dang, she's standing up too.
Here that way, yes.
Her legs gotta be hurting. Enter this villager's dream.
Can't say
Well,
I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
I agree.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
He kinda right though. Yeah. Back into the dreamscape. We're playing Dream Drop Distance, NieR Replicant version. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it would sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh... My box, my prison, is tucked beneath the stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? An unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail. Embedded thick splinters enter my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me! I cry. For the love gods! I read that completely wrong. Help me! And possibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I'm forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Vice, and this is TJ. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as TJ extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Dang. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open to see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. Oh, I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. I can't do anything. Oh shoot. At the end of the corridor, I found a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop the carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, whatever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror draws full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint in down the dim corridors. Let's go south. I squint and proceed north. What the heck? What the heck? Holy crap. I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Ugh. Sound like mac and cheese. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all in the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on my chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. Fear if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasped frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime, for which this was punishment, though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the dim corridors. North, against all hope, we make it to the front door. "Break it down!" someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with TJ and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against a thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawling on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. "How can I thank you?" I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. "I would surely have died in there." Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. "Your dress?" asks Vice. "Then you are a woman, madam." How can you not ascertain that?" "I am." I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something as a surprise, seeing as how I only exist in the form of words. I can see that the only one known as TJ is disappointed that the torn dress would be given no further description, but he hides it well. Come on, man. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. I'm not sure if that's a typo or what. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades. Dang. Yo, finally I get a break, bro. This is giving me a headache, low key. I've not talked this much in a long while.
Anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I'm saying.
Hear that?
Dang, y'all. Well, hopefully this will be the last person, because I apologize that we're not getting any action, but I'm trying my best to make things entertaining.
This work certainly is trying.
I agree. My vocal cords are
I figured a book like you would be into all this work
on its
stuff.
deathbed. No death dream.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Yeah, let's get this over with. Last one, hopefully. A colony. Here comes the copyright. Yet again. Copyright. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and TJ. Vice and TJ had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in. Also, it's 3:08 in the morning, so yeah, we up. We're really up.
We can see them from this far away.
Oh, y'all finally talking, huh?
What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. So what's going on here? Are y'all talking or am I talking? What is it? TJ nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in his place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. Bro, that's beyond thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made TJ lightheaded. I'm lightheaded right now. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. What eyes? A joke, he said. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. TJ glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head and resumed walking. As time passed, TJ's feet grew more painful and his throat drier than he thought possible. I'm saying, need some of this. I'm about to drink some right now. That's a little bit better. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice in an effort to cheer his companion. I appreciate that. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, TJ lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried. It's water. Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous. I don't see any water. That's that sun, that glare when it's really hot and it look like it's water, but it's really just like my mind playing tricks on me. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, TJ sprang to life and bounded towards the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Oh yeah, he tripping. TJ closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up above behind him and chuckled softly. What a jerk. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. TJ shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. TJ sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, TJ came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded in his offering. My goodness, bro, give it a break. The chase continued for nearly an hour. Dang. Until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to TJ and struck him in the face with his cover. This man pimp slapped him with his... Oh, enough, you blithering idiots. Stop this at once. There is no water here. TJ's face clouded. There... Is it? There is not. Perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the City of Art. TJ looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried TJ, completely forgetting the pain and heat of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. "What kind of city is this?" said TJ. "Where are the people? Where are the houses?" "Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use." The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials that had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles were staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, TJ and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. TJ uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. "Finally, I was getting tired of modern art." The 3 statues were indistinguishable, except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As TJ moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. "Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies." God dang. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. "Hey, look at that," said TJ. "They're alive." The triplets, this sounds like a sped out version, bowed low before TJ. "Please," said Alpha. "You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real." "Stop lying," said Beta. He turned to TJ and threw his hands on the air. "Alpha's a fake. You know I'm the real one." "What a load of crap," said Gamma. "Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one around here." Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their unfrozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. "When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing," said Vice. TJ furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. "Only one form is real. The others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies." Yeah, I don't have a clue. TJ took a long look at the statues and tried to clear his mind. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered... Okay. Let's see. Only one of the others, the real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. "Please, Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real." Beta says, "Stop lying." So Alpha is lying. Or so Beta says. He turned to TJ and threw his hands in the air. "Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one." Okay. So Alpha saying, "You have to get me out of this nightmare." Beta is calling Alpha a liar. "What a load of crap," said Gamma. "Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one around here." So Gamma's calling Beta a fake. Beta's calling Alpha a fake. But Alpha is just saying like, "I need help," like straight up. Okay. Okay, let's see. Their respective pleas. Yeah. A statement only said Vice. "Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies." Like I said, Alpha hasn't said anything about Beta or Gamma, whereas Beta called Alpha a liar and Gamma called Beta a fake. I mean, this could trip me up, but I'm gonna go with Alpha. The real one is Alpha. Eyes of that stone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until, yeah, that was wrong.
It would seem
Yeah.
we'd best act.
I'm saying this is terrible.
Even
Please don't tell me you have to go through all this again, bro.
Those buildings must be huge. What do you think?
Oh
Vice?
my god. This has got to be the worst punishment possible for getting one wrong. Whereas the other two that we saved. Okay. First time, I mean, I wasn't even trying to think, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of flabbergasted right now. I'm kind of parched, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of tired. There's been a lot of reading. So I'm just give me a sec to try to figure this out, please. I'll just go ahead and choose Beta. The real one is Beta. Okay. Though TJ's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Vice in the dry tones of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes, but in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake will be the truth. Even though Gamma is a liar, therefore that theory crumbles. Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is a fake would be the truth. Even though Gamma is a liar. God dang, this thing is... Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which will leave us with two statues telling the truth. Okay, so yeah, but again, Beta could have been lying too. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense, therefore, Beta must be real. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled silently into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. "Congratulations, villager," said Vice in a cheerful voice. "The time to awaken has arrived." "Thank you for saving me," cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable TJ pulled him to his feet. "Yeah, get up, bruh." "Why did you have a dream like this?" asked Vice. "Have you been to the city before?" The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could ever have been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before." "Deja vu," muttered TJ, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck TJ during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. "Yes, sir. Yes, sir."
That was rough.
It was.
Positive I have seen that place.
I'm not sure I want on my mic today.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too.
Big facts.
Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct.
Please be
I
right.
think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
I am saying, I don't think I've ever used my vocal cords this much until today, no lie. And I played Yakuza.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Let's. I mean, you're calling this a village, but there's only like 3 people here.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Here, I have something for you.
Is it G? Chain the one-handed sword, Faith.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
But is it stronger than the Beast Bane though?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
I see.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
Anytime. Wow. So that was it? Well, like I said, I'm gonna save this here. Dang, I turned the color up. It's looking real vibrant right now. I like it. I put a filter on the OBS to make the color pop a little bit more because I love my color.
So how was the village?
I mean,
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Vice, Vice trying to tell us, insider.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll
Please.
probably want to know what's going on in there.
Jeez, man. Okay. So we can finally get back to Popola. Man, that certainly was an experience, y'all. I mean, I'll tell you that much. There obviously wasn't a lot of action. Hours worth of just straight up reading, you know what I'm saying? Tell Popola that I don't even know what you would say in this situation, honestly. That was just a very peculiar situation.
Death dream certainly is a strange illness.
I agree.
Yeah, it was something, all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
I gotta agree with you there.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
It's for the greater good.
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
Big facts. But then again, Yona be seeming like she be having money, so bill's probably not an issue.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
This is probably the easiest task we've gotten all game.
So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days.
Oh, Lord.
I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Okay. Alright. We're looking for our builder. This is just like the first few episodes of Naruto when Kakashi and the crew, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Team 7 had to go get the builder. And then they obviously got attacked by Zabuza and Haku. He had to finish that bridge.
I know y'all remember that though.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
For real.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
No, I mean, no disrespect. No disrespect. But you do seem like you got it easy. Matter of fact, Faith is a very light weapon. Okay. It looks... I would honestly rock this weapon before the Beastbane, because the Beastbane it just honestly just looks like a blunt weapon over a sword. It just kind of looks weird. Okay, red bag, red Gucci bag, red Prada bag, red, I don't know what kind of brand bag that is.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Slow down, slow down. Nobody told you to spend your whole advance on that bag. That was your fault.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back.
Oh my lord.
I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Ew. Get out of my ear with that.
Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
We don't have much of a choice now, do we?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Alright, and I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
Okay.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
I'm saying,
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage.
dude, that's not an outfit. That's a purse.
Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault. Oh, God.
Bro, relax. We're gonna help you find her, dude.
Okay, okay. Just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright? You sit tight.
Okay, my question
I'm willing to
here.
bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Old man cut me off in the middle of the street. You know what? I'm about to try out the faith on. Okay, so my question here is, who really wears the pants in a relationship? Because my man's is kind of soft. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
There's nothing wrong with
for a
that.
woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
What are you implying?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change.
So this is not the first time this has happened?
Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or 3?
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm underage.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
Big facts. I gotta go. Goodbye, cougar.
Hey there. Do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
Okay, but aren't you kind of obligated to tell your husband that if you're just gonna leave town like that? What's going on here?
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
But yeah, that's a bit strange. She just left without telling her husband anything. That's definitely a red flag, or should I say red purse. Oh my.
Okay. Tell that one again.
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
How do you figure? Oh, this looks like a key item. Obtain.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest.
We did not have to go far.
Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
But why do shades just have a knack for picking up people's stuff? Like, I don't understand.
Oh, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
She got killed by dust.
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Lordy. I mean, we don't know that for sure. Like, just because we found her bag on the shade, she could have got away. And Jane probably snatched it off her, you know what I'm saying? That's probably all the shade wanted. What's the cash? Hand it over or I'll dust you up. Did you see that? I'm telling you. Kind of thinking she on hidden Aries Shinobi, man. Okay, I don't know how I'm
Did you find
gonna.
my sweet dumpling?
We got this off a shade.
You handed over the red bag.
Oh no, this is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God, how could this happen to her?
Why did she go out like that? I don't understand. Why didn't she tell nobody besides your homegirl? She didn't even go with you. She should have packed a Glock.
This is all my fault.
I mean, if you didn't know nothing about it, yes and no, but why is this all his fault? No, I mean, ask him. Ask him.
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
All right.
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
He was about to answer though. I can't move though. Oh.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
I told y'all. Just assumptions.
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
What is this story right now?
Hey, seriously, what's going on?
For real. Okay, you gotta give her the rundown. 5 minutes later.
I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I assumed is right. It was
I'm
definitely.
just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault.
Man, will you?
Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh God, I'm such an idiot.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Don't you think if you just ate the apple, why didn't you just buy her another one? 1, 2, why do you think she's mad about you eating an apple?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
I mean, you're not obligated to tell him where you're going, but at the same time, there's no cell phones. You could have told him that.
I told you about this. Going to see my family. Gone
She
for a
did
week.
tell him.
Remember?
Oh my
Are
gosh.
you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Yeah, let's just bounce.
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
Now you're talking. Should we get out of here? Stick around and listen? Suddenly, remember that other important errand. Like, no, I'm not listening to that.
Oh, hey, I have to go pick up a fish from the fish store.
We have to get the builder, dude.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple.
She really is mad about the apple. Just buy her another one.
You are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Man, I'm not getting in the middle of this.
Wait, you're asking me?
I'm saying. The wife who lost the bag, the husband who ate the... Bro, you wrong all the way around. For starters, she told you that she was leaving, and 2, you ate her apple. Now I'm on you. I'm about to fire off on you. Boy. I'm on you.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
Yeah, dummy.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
There better be something good coming out of this, or I swear.
Did I cross a line there?
Who cares?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob.
There's, you know...
Here, my husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam,
Somebody gotta tell them to knock it off. The hoarding slob. Honestly, yeah, both of y'all, straight up.
Enough. Both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Please, you two are out in public.
Good talk for a floating magazine.
Got him! Got him!
Vice, you gotta fire back.
You finally agree on something.
Call them a talking magazine. They had magazines in this time. Why am I just standing here listening to this for an hour? I don't understand.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Y'all need couples therapy.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Oh man.
Vice, what do I do?
Pull out Faith and go to work.
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
But we need him.
That's it. I have had enough.
Oh Lord.
Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
That still don't make it right.
Actually, I have a job now.
Yeah, can we go do that, please?
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
I hate couples like this.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
With what apples? He ate it. Bro. Don't we need him?
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
For real, I'm surprised I didn't lose any health.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
I didn't though.
Oh heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
Man, look.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh?
Yeah.
Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Please. Finally.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
You're telling me.
Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
My gosh. Man, I swear, kinda need to be able to come into these establishments, because she would shut all of this mess down. We wouldn't be here half as long as we've been here.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Man, look. You do not need to be taking no advice from that couple. That couple was terrible. Okay, so we finally made it back. Gonna tell Popola that we got our mans after a year over an apple.
Goodness, it sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for your help.
All day.
Mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out.
Absolutely.
If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Hey, wait.
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Oh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
Sounds like it.
Thanks, Popola.
I am on the way. Yona, I be telling Yona just stay in bed, man. She don't ever listen to me. But she quick though. She quick and she slick. She real sharp. She went out, knew that I was gonna be out for a while. She said, let me slide over to Popola, talk a little jive to her real quick. Call my big brother a jive turkey because he is. He need to spend more time with me and eat my cooking. Little does she know, I ain't doing it. Okay. Stealing. She's still rich. Bank.
Yay, you're back.
You sound weak.
Popola said you needed something?
Yeah, a favor, actually.
What is it? I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
This is true.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I don't care that you hurt your elbow.
Hey, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Your friend?
Yep, I have a friend, and we've been writing each other letters.
Is it a boy?
Seriously?
A pen pal. How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
It's a boy.
He? It's a guy?
Relax, relax.
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble.
Oh man.
I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help him. Please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great. Now what do I do?
You've never he's never, anyone that needed help, he's always helped, but all of a sudden, that's because your sister is talking to a boy, it's a problem. Come on, dude. Get it together. Curing her black scrawl is more important. Well, if I say no, then it'll stress her out and make it even worse, so, no.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you!
Okay. Besides that, I doubt we would have gotten the opportunity to say no anyway.
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
This man jumping to mad conclusions.
Something amiss, lad. Your voice is trembling.
No, it isn't. Shut up.
Vice on your head, boy. Oh yeah, I forgot. Also, oh man, I ain't checked my crops in a minute. They're all screwed. But yeah, also I caught myself growing some plants, but obviously as you see, I didn't do a very good job. I forgot to check on them, forgot to water them. A lot was going on, as you can see. I got stuck in the dream world. But besides that, y'all, I think this will be an ideal spot to stop, even though there wasn't any action, you know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do? Hopefully, with Yona's boyfriend, as we're gonna call him, a boy that is a friend, hopefully something will ramp up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We saved the Forest of Myth village, and now the canal is gonna be built. We'll see what that does for us. So that pretty much is it. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I love each and every one of y'all for real. Y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. Thank you. Thank you again.